Well, people living in the south suburbs will now have to travel a little bit further to get DMV services. Orland Township voted to shut down the facility that's there. NBC5's Nguyen is live in Orland Park with the decision behind the closure and reaction to it. V?
Marion trustees who voted to close down this location here behind me telling me it's simply not ideal. They believe that the space is too small, citing safety and security concerns with parking and overcrowding. They want to see the DMV move to a different location in Orland Park and believe this is the right move for the township.
We feel that the issues that we have here aren't negotiable. They're not fixable because the space that they're in is too small. They're in 1,100 square feet. They need at least triple that space. You know, I'm not aware of any other facility that's this small, and to offer services they need a lot more room. We're not politicians. None of us have ever held this type of office before. We came in with a long agenda of items that need to be made better and improved, and that's what we're going to do.
The Board of Trustees in Orland Township voted 3-2 last night to end the lease agreement with the Secretary of State for the DMV facility at the Township building. This gives the state a 90 days notice to vacate the property by October 31st. The Secretary of State told NBC5 his office was blindsided by the vote, saying the move is a disservice to residents who rely on the full-service facility. Trustee Ken Duffy, who took office back in May, says this location is not suited for services that the DMV wants to provide. He's hoping they can relocate to a bigger space. One possible location is over at 179th and Wolf Road. The Secretary of State says there have been no prior discussions about the safety and security issues or the vote.
We just signed a 5-year lease just 4 months ago. This is why people hate politics. And I will tell you, if you live in Orland Park or if you live in these communities and you use this facility a lot, you should be really upset. On our end, we'll end up figuring something out. I can't promise it'll be in Orland Park. I don't know where it'll be. But I think more importantly, this just shows incompetence.
So the Secretary of State says his office right now is still waiting to receive a formal notification from the township about the lease termination. But coming up at 6, we'll hear from the township supervisor and from residents concerned about this closure. Reporting live in Orland Park, V1 NBC5 News.
So interesting, especially since they apparently had just signed the lease. A lot of questions still. Thank you, V.